is the end of the beginning. Welcome to today's show. A lot of people pointed this out to me over on the website. And again, if you don't know the website, you should ask around and find out the website. There's a lot of invaluable information over on the website that people need to know about. But it's also a good way to share stuff like this with me so I can cover it and show you the repetition and the pattern. I can even use clips from videos I've done centuries ago, even though I'm a brand new YouTuber. But that's about a new Disney film called Slumber Party. Well, it's a couple of weeks old, but people posted about it because it's alarming, and I'm going to show you the full trailer in a minute, and we're going to talk about some of the things in there. Then I'm going to show you how they have done what they've done, how we've gotten to this point where we're talking about 5-year-olds choosing their gender. I warned about this about a century ago, or a decade ago, I should say. It feels like a century. And I talked about the subliminals that they put in, where the adults are acting like children, which we see in everyday life now. They're called thems. But how children were being perceived as adults, right? And this goes to all the mind control I'm going to show you from the cooking shows that put, they have the adult version of the Gordon Ramsay show, then they put the kids in there. From The Bachelor, the TV show, to Jimmy Kimmel, using comedy and deflection to put children in these roles. This is how they've convinced people and sexualized children, in a sense, by putting them in these types of roles. Now, this movie from Disney, it's no surprise, right? Disney is really the headquarters of CIA mind control and has been for a long period of time. That's why all of these kids who end up being major celebrities, from Britney Spears to Ryan Gosling, go through the Disney mind control program, and they themselves become controllers, and they are obviously social influencers influencing behavior. But anyway, this story, this theme you're going to see is frightening. Now, you can look at, usually I cover these things, I look at the signs and the symbols, and you'll see stuff like that. You'll see hypnotism as a main theme, and you'll see the spiral, which we all know the spiral. This goes back to the gate of pizza, Comet Ping Pong, talking about what that symbol means. It's also the spiral that you see when you think, you are sleepy, you're under hypnosis. Actually goes back to witchcraft. It's a Wiccan symbol. But you'll see the guy coming to the door, and the kids are having a party, in a slumber party, right? And it echoes the themes of the movie The Hangover, where these kids at a slumber party, they're kids, and they wake up, and almost like The Hangover, they don't remember anything that happens because they're put under hypnosis. Now, the irony is that everybody who sees this movie, every kid, because any adult that watches this should probably be investigated, but any kid that sits through this doesn't realize that they're telling you the theme of the movie is that you're going to lose your memory, but you're actually being put under hypnosis while you're watching this, because this is how mind control works. And the common themes that you see, not only with hypnosis, because all these kids are mocking and showing kids under hypnosis. Of course, the kids go under hypnosis to figure out who they really are, who their true selves are. This is all mind control that the CIA has implemented, where people are like, who is the true you? Be your best you. It's like, what does that even mean? How do you just get up and you do what you need to do and get stuff done and live a life? But people are trying to find their inner selves. This is all the inner selves that they're actually looking to find. Is all confusion created by the government, because people don't even know what genders they are. They don't even know if they can have babies. So that sums everything up. But of course, one of the children, boy, has his nails painted and his nails done up. And this is all stuff that Disney is now pushing through their mind control operation. You have the children, of course, laying down in a circle as they're put under hypnosis, a ritual circle, the magic circle that we see in movies like The Crap. But now they try to do these things out in the open, but also tell you, well, it's subliminal. It's not really like that. And as you hear, as the theme is, with all this stuff, is the kids saying, well, we're not kids anymore. We're adults now. We're not kids, right? That's a common theme that Disney and Nickelodeon use to convince young kids out that they seed plant them, to think that they know what's going on when they're 10 years old, when they don't have a clue. Because even people such as myself, who some people look at and say, he's a smart guy, he knows what's going on. Well, when I was 20 years old, I was still dumbed down to what was actually going on. So a 10-year-old who's caught up in the system doesn't have the slightest clue about anything, about their inner selves, about human rights, because they don't believe that the government would ever be doing these things. They have been told that it's certain isolated groups, that it's Christians, that it's conspiracy theorists. They're under total mind control because of programming like this. But take a look at this trailer for Slumber Party.
Gosh, what did we do last night? I'm not missing an eyebrow. Oh, jeez. Yes, I am. I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything either. Guys, I think we have a bigger problem. Where is Anna Maria? It's my birthday. We need to think big. Do something we've never done before. Tonight's gonna be different. Anna Maria, let's have some fun. see coming over here? Is am I still wearing a sweatshirt? You are. And missing an eyebrow. In ink.
You want my hedgehog back?
I don't actually remember anything that happened last night. I mean, you can trust that sketchy hypnotist. Who even knows if they have their hypnotist license? We are not kids anymore. We're gonna find Anna Maria ourselves. All we need to do is follow the clues. So what exactly is our plan? We're breaking in high school. Well, at least when we go to jail, we'll be there together. We gotta do this for Anna Maria. For Anna Maria! Is this heaven?
So it almost reminded me of another YouTuber covered a couple years ago called Good Boys, and Seth Rogen produced Pure Blood. And the theme of that was the same as The Hangover 2. It was a bunch of kids, kind of, no, not The Hangover, but it was the theme of everything we've seen throughout the 80s, like American Pie, that kind of thing. Where kids who were like in elementary school, their parents are going away, they're throwing a big party, and there's all undertones of things with girls that would used to be associated with like high school movies with prom night. I'm condoning that, but a little bit of a difference when it's an 18-year-old versus 12-year-olds. Of course, Seth Rogen rolled out propaganda out for purposes that we now can see, right? How they're empowering children. They're empowering kids who don't know how to think, who don't know what's going on, and the only thing that they're regurgitating back is exactly what Big Brother and the government is telling them to say and to think. They're not thinking freely. This is how communism has spread throughout history. They go into the minds of the children. So one of the ways they do that is what you saw in that movie, convincing kids that they're not kids, telling kids that they're adults, telling kids they're smarter than adults, making kids into these heroic figures, making kids think that they know what's going on and that their parents don't. Because the government knows that the majority of their parents, not all of them, of course, there's still 40-year-olds who are dressing up as stormtroopers outside the Star Wars films, thinking that they're actually adults when they're embarrassing themselves and embarrassing humanity, to be quite honest. But there's a lot of adults out there that obviously have somewhat of an idea of what the government's agendas are, but it's not as many as you would think. And of course, like I always warn people, not just I'm not smart than anybody else. I don't know anything more than anybody else. But I'll tell you right now, the stuff with the left-right paradigm is part of the trap. They wouldn't waste all their airtime even bringing attention to Donald Trump if they weren't trying to hurt people who think that they're awake and falling into a trap. It couldn't be clearer than it already is at this point. But back to the film with these themes, right? So all those teenage movies that we all heard about, like movies that would show high schoolers planning a big party, and they're going to drink, and they're going to get girls, and lose their virginity, and all that stuff. They've moved that from 18-year-olds down to young kids. And slumber party might not look like it's a bad thing. When you look at the trailer, you're like, oh, well, it's kids saying they're going to be, that they're adults now. It's kids having a slumber party, getting put under hypnosis. I mean, people are so desensitized, they don't see the common themes here with the adulting of children. But in reality, what these movies start to do is they make these young kids who are in elementary school perceived as adults. Thus, the mind of many people out there start to look at children as adults. Thus, the kids turn on the adults, the kids worship government, and you get where we are right now. And this is what I warned about for years. I'm going to show you the compilation of clips. And this is just something that, another YouTuber, Wait, did years ago, just piecing a few shows. I mean, it's not like I know every show that does this stuff. Just looking at a few of these things, like Dancing with the Stars, having kids' versions. The cooking shows, having kids' versions. Characters and shows strategically placed kids to outsmart their dumb-witted parents. All done by design. It's called communist propaganda. Here's a compilation of these clips. They'll make you sick, but this is what they've been doing, and this is how we've gotten to this point.
Dancing with the Stars is about to get even smaller. How are you?
Good.
12 of today's popular science celebrities.
My agent said, you want to be on Dancing with the Stars? I was like, yeah. You ever held hands with a girl before? Besides your sister.
Let's meet the cast of Dancing with the Stars 2 years.
My name is Natasha. I am the youngest boy to ever compete at the Scope National Spelling Bee. I know about Tango. Tango Jason Maybaum. I play Levi Grayson on the show Raven. So when we have a live audience, the song pops on. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I gotta get there. I'm like, I can't stop myself. I think I got this. It's absolutely fun. Oh, I can't be more fired up. I just.
Welcome to MasterChef Junior. All between the age of 8 and 13 across all America.
Welcome, Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts.
It's a bit fair. So they see us get a little bit sort of dumped and messy and horrible and sticky. We want a little bit close to them, so they think that we're we get to push them with stunning lobster.
Hello, Moto.
All between the age of 8 and 13 across all America.
Welcome, Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts.
It's a bit fair. So when they see us get a little bit sort of dumped and messy and horrible and sticky, we come a little bit close to them, so they think that we're sort of their best friend. So they trust us more, so we get to push them more stunning lobsters.
Oh my God, they're mine.
They're waiting. It's smooth as a baby's bum.
I'm very big on creating a look that stands out the most. I draw most of my inspiration from punk rock, streetwear, glamorous luxury. I really want to just take this challenge. How old are you? I'm 13. I'm the youngest here. My design style is not control. I love it.
Now, what if I dulled it quite often? Like,
Not working. Executed terribly. You nailed it. So happy. Dear American Ninja Warrior, I think your show is so cool. I think we should have a kids version.
Kids everywhere have been dreaming of getting their chance to take on the biggest chorus yet. For the first time ever. American Ninja Warrior Junior.
Now I'm a kid and I